workshop for a live audience of patrons. Bob Davis from the Guthrie Theater read from A Winter's Tale, along with Laura Gordon from the Milwaukee Rep.
In whose easiest passage, look for no less than death.
Sir, spare your threats. The bug which you would frighten me with, I seek. To me, can life be no commodity?
Larry Yandek finished up with the scene from The Merchant of Venice.
Another time you called me dog, and for these courtesies, I'll lend you thus much monies. Good. Great.
It seems likely that Lunt and Fontaine would have approved of these summer revels, and there are stories that support this. Last summer, one of the visiting actors, Mary Beth Fisher of the Goodman Theater in Chicago, waved farewell to the house as she drove away.
And I rolled my window down and stuck my hand out the car and waved and said, "Bye, Lynn, bye, Alfred. I had a great time." And I literally saw the curtain pull back like that, like somebody had waved. And Sean said, there was no one in the house. It had been locked up. And I really saw that.
But of course there is great presence at 10 Chimneys. The actors scattered back to their bases across the country, and Barry Edelstein returned to New York to attend a performance by another of his actors. He coached Al Pacino for his role as Shylock in The Merchant of Venice this summer by taking him to Brooklyn synagogues to hear the cadences of prayer and an American twist on Shylock's speech.
And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that.
The Merchant of Venice will move to Broadway this fall. Next year, Olympia Dukakis will come to 10 Chimneys to do Chekhov for the Lunt-Fontanne Fellowship Program. The idea is to keep the Lunts and their legacy in American theater alive. And in doing that, 10 Chimneys has established its own Midsummer's Dream.
It's 9:34 on 88.5 KPLU. The NBA hit a real low point this summer, according to KPLU sports commentator Art Thiel. It came when superstar LeBron James announced he was moving from the Cleveland Cavaliers to the Miami Heat. Art tells KPLU's Kirsten Kendrick the spectacle that surrounded that announcement was a blow to the NBA's image. He says it's only going to get worse.
Art, emotions are still raw for some people as a result of all this. What did LeBron James' departure from his hometown team in Cleveland do to the perception of the NBA?
Well, I know I'm still taking showers from that. You know, it's just so, that was, I guess, the NBA's BP moment there. You know, it just left this oily, greasy sheen all over everything. The betrayal, I think, of Cleveland certainly resonates with lots of fans, certainly in Seattle. But it was the idea that he and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh could use the game's rules to manipulate an event that created presumably a superpower in Miami. It just left a lot of people upset. And the whole presentation, that televised spectacle on ESPN, it shamed James,